High vibes, everybody. Welcome back to the Vibration channel, and in today's video I'm going to be continuing the Raising Your Vibration series, and I'll be talking a little bit about perception and how that influences our vibration on a day-to-day basis, and also how it's directly connected to our awareness. So let's get right into it. When we look at our experiences in our day-to-day lives, we usually have experiences that we would deem as positive experiences, and then we have experiences we would see as negative experiences. So for instance, say you're having a nice day, you're going to the park with your family or something, you're just enjoying the day, and you go out with your kids to the park or something, right? You would take that as a positive experience, right? You would say, in general, that's a pretty positive experience. So then on the other side, say, you're going to the park with your kid, and on the way to your park, your kid, he stubs his toe or something, or, he falls off his bike and, scrapes his knee on the pavement or something. And that kid in that moment is going to perceive that as most likely a negative experience. And you are as well, obviously, as a parent, you're going to care about them. But, you can see that as a negative experience compared to the more positive where everything was going good. When something bad happens, it tends to startle us and it tends to shake us up a little bit. So this is where our perspective is very key. Now that was, not a very harsh example, but, I'm sure you could come up with some negative experiences that you've been through that you realize you had this negative perspective of, and actually you had a chance to turn that experience into something positive if you were to have the right awareness and the right perception behind it. So this is where our perception is very key, is that in the different experiences we go through, we learn to accept and integrate everything that we go through as a valid experience, because equally in our lives we're going to experience good things and we're going to experience not so good things, but it's up to us to have the right vibrational perspective so that we can see it for what it really is and see the whole experience for what it is, what we can learn from those experiences. Because a lot of the times in negative experiences, we can actually take something positive from them and flip that negative into a learning experience for ourselves, something to grow off of, something to build off of. Where in a more positive experience, you're just, everything's all fine and dandy, and you're like, oh yeah, everything's going good. I'm just, you're just kind of going along with it. You're more in the flow of that positive energy, which is good too. But you always got to remember that balance, and that negative things do happen, and we can't run from negative experiences. We can't run from the negative aspects of ourselves. We have to learn to face these, and we have to integrate these experiences so that we can have that higher vibing perspective, that higher vibrational awareness. And that's where the perception ties into our awareness as well. Because what are we tuning our awareness into when it comes to our vibration? Because you might even be in a higher vibration, and just because your awareness or your perception isn't right, you're dragging yourself into a lower vibration when you naturally could have used that energy in a more constructive way to build yourself up, even if you are maybe not in the highest vibration. Maybe you're not feeling that good certain days, and that's okay too. Like I said, we all have those experiences and they're valid to us. They're learning experiences, but it's up to us to shift our perception, shift our awareness to those higher frequencies, and be like, to look at it from the perspective of love, look at it from a loving perspective and say, how can I bring more positivity in these aspects of my life? And how can I learn from these negative aspects of my life? And how can I integrate all those to be that balanced being that, because in a higher vibration, we learn that balance. We learn that balance is very key. It's very essential to us in our past, in our spiritual life, and just in our everyday life. That balancing act of, the positive and the negative, the good things that happen, the bad things that happen, the learning experiences, the hardships, all the different things. We got to have that balance with them. And having that balanced perspective allows us to see the good things as good, and allowing them to come, allowing them to be integrated. And then also when the time is to see the negatives for what they are as well, and allowing them to come too, but not overreacting to them. We don't have to overreact to every situation that's thrown at us. When we have a clear perspective, a clear awareness, we can actually tune into the present moment and see what, we need to do to make a better outcome, see the solution rather than have the attention fixed on the problem. Because if we focus on all of our problems, we're never going to get anywhere, because we're always going to be focusing on those problems instead of actually solving the problem. So that's our perception. Shifting our perception into the higher awareness allows us to better solve our problems and come up with solutions that actually get us further on our paths, to making new steps, making new choices, making improvements in the different areas of our lives. So that's just a little bit on perception and raising our vibration, because when it comes to that raising of our vibration, we have to tune our perception, our awareness to that. If we want to raise our vibration, we have to put in the work. We have to put our time and our energy into raising our vibration. We have to have our awareness fixed on that so that we can make that happen. So once we can get rid of all the, the problems, and you don't get rid of your problems, but you solve your problems in that sense. And then you're actually able to move forward with that energy, with that momentum, and keep that pushing you forward, basically, to keep turning up and keep raising your vibration. Because that's what it's about. It's getting into a higher vibration, getting connected to love, becoming a balanced being, becoming integrated with all aspects of who we are. And essentially, that is just what it's all about. It's just about getting that balance point. It's about getting that balanced energy within us. And I hope that all makes sense to you guys. I hope you all can enjoy the video. Make sure to give us a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe, comment, let us know what you're doing, how you keeping your perception, what experiences you might have gone through, and you had to shift your perception a little bit to see the brighter side in a necessarily dark situation. So once again, thank you all for watching. Our gratitude, and peace in and out. Stay tuned for more videos.
Nice.
Vibranation team here, inviting you guys to check out our website
at vibranation.com.
Here you can find out more of what Vibranation is about
and get to know our team.
You can also find high vibrational information and products
covering all aspects spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Not to mention, by joining our mailing list,
you'll have opportunities to exclusive deals and never before seen information.
And if you'd like to connect with us more, follow us on Instagram at Vibranation Official.
And get to vibe closer with our team.
And of course,
our deepest gratitude for watching.